Welcome to Fabloria, where we listen, we relax, and we enjoy timeless fairy tale stories.
In a faraway land, nestled amidst rolling hills and sprawling meadows, there stood a magnificent estate, home to a young girl named Isabella. Her mother had passed away when she was very little, leaving a void in her life that no one could fill. After some years, her father remarried, and Isabella gained a stepsister named Victoria. Life seemed comfortable at first, but happiness never lasted long. Soon, Isabella's father passed away, leaving her entirely at the mercy of her stepmother and stepsister. The mansion was vast, filled with treasures, rare jewels, and riches beyond imagination. Yet wealth and comfort could not shield Isabella from the cruelty of her new family. Her stepmother and stepsister, driven by envy, treated her with disdain. While Victoria enjoyed every luxury and whim, Isabella was burdened with endless chores, from scrubbing floors to tending the animals in the estate's fields. Despite her hardships, her elegance and charm only grew stronger, fueling her stepmother and stepsister's resentment further.
One sunny morning, the stepmother devised a cunning scheme. She told Isabella and Victoria to go fishing, declaring a contest. Whoever brings home the largest catch will receive a stunning crimson gown. The one who fails will face severe punishment. Victoria, knowing she was safe from punishment, lazed beneath the shade of a tree. Isabella, ever diligent, worked tirelessly, filling her basket with fish. Seeing this, Victoria whispered deceitfully, "Isabella, your hair is full of mud. Hurry to the river to wash it before Mother sees you." Trusting her sister, Isabella ran to the riverbank. While she was away, Victoria seized the chance to take all of Isabella's fish and rushed home. When Isabella returned, she found her basket empty and sank to the ground in despair. Suddenly, a kind fairy appeared before her. "Why are you crying, dear child?" the fairy asked. Isabella explained everything, tears streaming down her cheeks. The fairy waved her wand, and in a moment, Isabella's basket was brimming with fish again. Among them was a radiant silver fish. "Take these to your mother to avoid punishment," the fairy advised. "But keep the silver fish hidden in your backyard well. Feed it daily, and it will become your loyal companion." Grateful and relieved, Isabella followed the instructions. Each day, she completed her chores efficiently, saved some food, and fed the silver fish, humming a soft tune. Over time, the fish grew stronger and more beautiful, while Isabella found solace in sharing her secrets and dreams with her newfound friend. Her stepmother and stepsister noticed Isabella's growing joy and became increasingly resentful. One day, they secretly followed her to the well and discovered her unusual routine. Filled with malice, they concocted a cruel plan. The following day, the stepmother instructed Isabella to take the cows and sheep far into the fields and warned her not to return until evening. Once Isabella was gone, the stepmother and Victoria went to the well and mimicked Isabella's song. The silver fish, thinking it was called, surfaced, and they caught and cooked it. When Isabella returned, exhausted, she found no sign of her companion. Heartbroken, she sat by the well and wept. Again, the fairy appeared. "Do not despair, dear child. "Gather the bones and place them beneath the 4 legs of your bed," she instructed. Isabella did as told, and though the fish was gone, she trusted the fairy's guidance. Some days later, the king of the realm announced a grand celebration to find a bride for his son, Prince Nathaniel. Isabella longed to attend, but her stepmother forbade it, claiming she had no fine clothing. Locked in her room, Isabella wept, recalling her mother's gentle voice. The fairy appeared once more and revealed the hidden treasures beneath her bed: exquisite gowns, sparkling jewelry, delicate shoes, and a magnificent horse. With a heart full of hope, Isabella adorned herself in the enchanting garments and rode to the palace. As she entered, all eyes turned to her. Her beauty was unmatched, and Prince Nathaniel, captivated instantly, could not take his eyes off her. "I will marry no one but her," he declared, enchanted by Isabella's grace. The stepmother and Victoria, witnessing this, were consumed by jealousy. The wedding took place with grandeur, celebrated for days as the young couple embraced a future filled with joy. Yet, darkness lingered. On the anniversary of her father's passing, Isabella returned to her childhood home. Her stepmother, feigning concern, directed her to climb a tree to fetch branches as part of a ritual. Once Isabella was perched high above, the treacherous woman cut the tree. Isabella fell and perished instantly, and her body was cruelly cast into the river. Deceiving Prince Nathaniel, the stepmother claimed Isabella had drowned and suggested that he marry Victoria instead. Though grief-stricken, the prince, bound by a promise to Isabella's last wishes, reluctantly kept Victoria in the palace.
Isabella's spirit, however, was not lost. She transformed into a nightingale, radiant and melodious, returning to the palace garden. Her sweet song reminded the prince of her presence, and he cherished the bird, recognizing her essence. Enraged by jealousy, Victoria killed the nightingale and burned its wings, scattering the ashes across the garden. From the ashes grew a magical tree bearing extraordinary fruit. By chance, a kind elderly woman discovered it. When she took the fruit home, she noticed that each day a young girl emerged from the fruit to clean the house and prepare meals. Realizing the miracle, the old woman embraced Isabella as her own daughter. Time passed, and Prince Nathaniel, while hunting, came upon the old woman's home. Thirsty, he requested water, and the old woman served it with a special betel leaf crafted in a manner he immediately recognized.
"Who prepared this?" he asked eagerly. When Isabella appeared, he was overwhelmed with joy, seeing her alive and radiant. She recounted the cruel deeds of her stepmother and Victoria, explaining how she had survived. Filled with rage and love, the prince brought Isabella back to the palace. Her stepsister trembled upon seeing her, now more beautiful and confident than ever. Blinded by envy, Victoria leapt into a vat of boiling water and perished, while the stepmother died of shock upon witnessing her daughter's tragic end. With all deceit and cruelty vanquished, peace and happiness returned. Finally, Prince Nathaniel and Isabella lived together in joy and harmony, free from malice for the rest of their days. Isabella's courage, kindness, and unwavering spirit had triumphed over greed and cruelty, leaving a tale of hope and justice for generations to come.